Well, that's not what I expected to have happen. I wonder if that was because I was hurt, or if I jumped out of bounds. I don't know why that just happened. I guess I'll go back there and try it again. Because maybe that happened because I was hurt a little bit. For the record, these guys do in fact respawn, which sucks. That sucks. Okay, well, this time I suppose I'll try healing to full and then giving it another go. Maybe I'll try jumping a little bit earlier? Okay, I made it that time. I think I might have just taken too much damage there. Oh, that's a shame, actually. It doesn't even look like there's anything over here. Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything over on this ledge. That's a shame. Weird. It looks like I can climb up here, though. Yeah, I don't think there's actually anything over here, unless there's something on the other side of this wall. Weird. I think I might have gotten to an area that you genuinely are not supposed to get to. Yeah, I think this might be the first time that's actually happened. I think I have reached an area that the player is not intended to go. Wow. Huh. Yeah, I'm like just barely outside the map here. Well, how about that, huh? Okay. Guess that solves that then. Hell of a cliffhanger between episodes, huh? Huh. I wonder if I can make this jump over to this secret place. It seems impossible, almost like I can't do it, but anything is possible with the platforming in this game. And so I leave you with this strange mystery about whether or not I can make the jump over to this faraway platform just barely reachable with the furthest jump I can muster. But as it turns out, nothing's over there and it's out of bounds. You know what? I bet there probably was something over there that was on camera for like 0.1 seconds, and somebody in the comments is going to say, C. Jacobs, my dude, come on, man. I know it's gonna happen. It's just my luck. It's just my luck with Let's Plays, is that I miss something extremely obvious, and then I suffer for it. Cause somebody saw it, and they're gonna point it out to me. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, I like having stuff that I missed pointed out to me. It's just, you know, makes me feel a bit silly is all. Like up here. Am I supposed to be up here? I can't really tell anymore. This whole area is... It seems to just barely be in bounds. Fascinating. It's really interesting. Just the sheer unknown nature of, am I actually supposed to be here? I think the answer is no, but I can never tell anymore. And that's really fun. It's fun at the same time as it is a little frustrating, I guess. Because if I had known that I couldn't get up there, I wouldn't have even tried. Or if I had known there was nothing over there, I suppose. Either way, I did it. Let's go over here. While we're jumping around in places I'm not supposed to be. See if I can get over here. Oh no, that's way too high. Alright, well, we've had our fun. Let's go back to Vagrant's Rest and deliver that item now. And then maybe we'll be able to do something about those statues. Back we go. I guess that ties back into the whole thing of like, they just made exploration be fun. So it doesn't really matter if there's anything over there or not. Just the act of trying to find a way to get over there was enjoyable enough. So where is she gonna be hanging out at? Oh, it looks like they're building a house for you now. Nice. Welcome. Wow, you are really tall.
I hope the twins didn't give you too much trouble.
Yeah.
Now give me the cunning pestle, so I may open the world of shadow for you.
I hope the twins didn't give you too much trouble. Lady, you could have warned me that they were the most cunning warriors in the land. Oh well. Here you go.
Feel the restful darkness flow through your veins. Now you may travel the pathways of shadow. Before you go, come to my brewing stand. There are some recipes I might concoct for you, should you bring me the right ingredients.
All right. Oh, potions. I didn't expect that. Okay. Well, thanks for the help. I very much like traveling the paths of darkness, if it allows me to reach new areas.
I can use the cunning pestle to grind various powerful ingredients.
Okay, maybe this is finally going to be a use for our kelp. It is, look at that. Okay, so what do we got here? Leech drought, or I suppose leech draft, depending on if it refers to the blood being sucked out of you by the leeches or by the name of the brew itself. Completely heals you over time, but using another healing item damages you. And Sturm Spirits. You deal more damage, but your damage resistance is decreased. But that one would probably be good against bosses and other pretty slow enemies. Interesting. Interesting trade-off with this one. Finally a use for our kelp that burns my throat. I'll leave it for now, but I have a feeling that these are not the only potions we'll be able to make. Cool. So what else you got for me?
I have not told Bataran this, but Amiren's prison was as subtle as it was cruel. She smothered me in wards that blinded my eyes and dulled my nose and fingers.
Your nose? Right.
I need my senses restored if I am to brew potions with any degree of prowess. To regain my full sight, I need Riok's talon. Of all the Elder Dark, he saw the deepest.
Riok's talon.
My sister sometimes mentioned the talon during her mad mutterings. The Twisted Canyon. That's where she said it fell long ago. I hope it's still there.
Well, that's good news, because we're headed there next. I guess we'll go looking for that.
When the Ashen fell, each Elder Dark sought to consume it. War followed. Akoto tore great Riok's talon free and cast it into the Twisted Canyon.
Well, Lukoto is dead now. I was wearing his face for a while, so you don't have to worry about that happening again, lady. Alright. Got another rune under our belt. Let's go see what we have. Fury. You deal bonus damage if your companion dies until you rest at a ritual stone. Cool. Well, that's probably going to be pretty useful for me, considering my companions are starting to die quite frequently, given that I'm kind of leaving them to fend for themselves. I'm going to stop doing that. I'm going to try to stay closer to my companions because I feel like I fight better personally when me and the AI are hanging out together. And that is partly because it's partly because they take some of the heat off of me, but it's also because they work well in tandem together, I think, me and the AI. It gives the combat an interesting rhythm. So I think I'm going to try to stick closer to them from here on. Okay. So. Meet her at the hills of Cliffa. Ah, I think she's finally going to teach us how to get past these statues. Nice. Well, good. Then we'll be able to finally move on. I can stop being so confused about that all the time. Oh, and those statues are all over the place, too. Those statues are everywhere. I'm going to have to go back, and I'm going to have to look and see where I can get to. Like, now that I'm going to eventually know how to... Oh, this opens things up quite a bit, actually. If this is going to be what I think it is. Because I see spears all over these statues. I think I was right.
In honor of their sacrifice, they glow with a mark of dedication. The mark is key. Throw a spear to pierce a monk's glowing heart, and it will draw you into the shadows.
Yep, seems I was right. In the previous episode, I threw a spear at one of these and it didn't do anything. But as it turns out, I just had to wait a little while. Let's do it. So I've done a little bit of research on what the Children of Cisna thing I've just unlocked is, because it's been on the main menu the whole game, and I had an option to select it when I started a new game, but it was locked. Children of Cisna is a hard mode, essentially, that cuts your health and stamina in half. No other changes, it just makes the game much harder by giving you less wiggle room. I might try it sometime just for fun. Oh god. Now I am a darkness ghost. And so is Yokel, who was wearing the mask.
When the Ashen fell, each Elder Dark sought to consume it.
Yes. Let's go find that Talon, shall we? Oh, the spears that I'm throwing here are not unlimited. I guess it's good that these are pretty big targets, because now I can take my time aiming at them. Not so much a fan of aiming with control sticks. I'm just not very good at it, but... it looks like it's not actually that hard. I see a Corb down there. Would you like to go fight a Corb, Yokel? Ow. Let's go fight a Corb, shall we? It's a big Corb, actually. He's quite large. Large and ornate. Oh, there's two of them. There are multiple Corbs. I don't know why I didn't expect that. Yokel, help. Yokel, now's not the time. Yokel? No, I don't know if he's gonna revive me. Oh, he did! Nice! Good job, Yokel. Combat healing specialist. Okay. Well, stick close to Yokel. I immediately forgot that. I immediately forgot that was my plan. So sorry, Yokel. I feel like he did most of the grunt work there. I didn't really help him with that. I'm sorry, Yokel. Ah, it's okay though. He handles his own quite well, even with the game getting tougher all the time. Ramolier. Ramolier. I don't know how to pronounce that word. Oh, it's the toolkit. Nice. Cool. I guess we're in the area for all of those quests now, huh? We also have the pestle we can look at, which we'll do in a second. While originally designed by Letherian butchers as a meat tenderizer, Letherian weaponsmiths soon saw its potential. To my everlasting shame, my children display quite a talent for butchery. Well, they have to survive somehow, Geffen. Is this a two-hander? Yes, it is. Well, this might replace the runic axe then, not that I use it all that much. Let's take a look at the pestle, because I forgot to do that. The dark black stone feels almost alive to the touch, like it has somehow absorbed the juice and blood of everything it has crushed over the aeons. Darkness is no more wicked than light. It is simply much older. I mean, I guess in this universe that's true. Although, to be fair, the darkness itself does seem quite wicked in nature just by way of obscuring vision and sight and all of that stuff. Darkness does kind of seem naturally wicked. So I guess I can understand people having that assumption. A waterproof sack that rattles as you carry it. Heavier than it looks, a quick glance inside shows a bewildering assortment of tools and other tinkering paraphernalia. The tinkering residents of Lathyris Palace once made a clockwork songbird for Princess Ishra that whistled a merry tune when she stroked its back. Oh, Flokir's got a steampunk kind of thing going about him. Cool. Well, we'll have to get that back to him next time we're in the area. I'm sure it'll unlock even more stuff for me to craft. I'm interested to know, actually, what doing his stuff will unlock for me. Because I didn't think the game had any more mechanics to show. But as it turns out, I was wrong. And I'm happy to be wrong, actually. I'm very happy to be wrong. There's also something over here. I guess we'll explore this area as well. Now that we're making our way along the coast with our magic teleporting darkness spears that definitely aren't wicked. The fact that your soul gets sucked into a shadow is definitely not a wicked thing. A paragon. A paragon of light and dark, that's me. Okay. Give him his toolkit back. I think we might need to go over the top in order to actually get through the pass, but maybe there's another way around just in case you don't have any more spears. That would be a nice consideration. We're getting spears in quite large numbers now, but, you know, it would be cool if the game didn't, like, force you to craft spears. Because I imagine that a player that uses ranged stuff a lot more than I do would eventually run out. Or at least run kind of low enough that they wouldn't be able to teleport around willy-nilly. Makes me wonder how often the game is going to force me to do this to proceed. Or if it's going to remain a traversal thing from here on out. I think I saw a path over here, so there might be a quote-unquote manual way to get up these cliffs. Depending on if I can wade through the water. I like these weird cubist ruins. I don't know, it's, again, very reminiscent of a certain game about Unchained Immortals, but even with that, I just really like this aesthetic. I think it lends itself well in this sort of a game. Oh, great. Imagine my enthusiasm. It's spiders. I bet there's going to be a lot of them in here. I imagine that this is going to be my penalty for not using the spears. It's like, oh yeah, you don't want to use this new mechanic? Well, guess what? It's spiders and skeletons. Good luck. Oh, these wooden skeletons are going to become a fixture of the enemy's stable, aren't they? I bet that now that the game has introduced them, they're not going to stop. To be fair, I don't really mind them. They're not a bad enemy type or anything like that. They're just they're just skeletons is the thing. They're not the most creative enemy. But I guess the thing is, this is a fantasy type game, so I guess it's understandable that they would have skeletons, because they always do. They all have skeletons. Sapient root. A rare root used by ash smiths as a forging material. Huh. Okay. That's a new crafting item. I wonder if that's going to be the next stage of upgrade once I get past the moss. Or maybe different types of weapons will use different types of end stage upgrades. That's a good question, I guess. Looks like that was not the way to go. I think I actually do have to use the spears just to get through this pass here. Again, not that I mind. It just leaves me to wonder if I'm gonna have to carry around extra spears just in case from here on. Okay. Can I reach any of them from here, or do I have to go all the way back? Maybe this one. Maybe this one up here. Oh, here comes another corb. You know, I've noticed that when my stamina gets exhausted, it's not coming back. I don't know if that's like an effect of the shield being broken or what, but I don't know if you've been watching my stamina, but I've been keeping an eye on it. And whenever I completely exhaust it, it takes a second to start coming back. In fact, I think that got me killed when I was facing the twins in the last episode. Huh. I'm gonna have to keep a closer eye on that to see when that happens. Interesting. An item over there. Oh, this area is probably like hidden item central. It's probably like, hey, guess what? we have the ability to put in some hidden items, so we're gonna do it in every single corner. Archive tablet. This is what Amara was looking for. Another artifact. Oh yeah. Oh, they're just everywhere. There's just items all over the place. Cool. I guess let's do some platforming, shall we? There's an enemy over there. More items over here. Let's see. Suppose I want to go... Oh, nope. Didn't have my spears equipped. Suppose I'll go over to this one right here. That seems like the easiest way to get over to those items. Provided that I don't screw up this jump. Uh-oh. Careful. Very precarious. Very, very. Ah, they're giving me spears. See, I expected that. It's a very good kindness they've done. Is to put spears in areas that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get out of. That's some nice forward thinking on the developer's part. And there was an item down here on this cliff. There's an enemy over there, but I guess I'll just leave him to his devices. Let's see. No, this menu. Turn with the tablet. Right, so past this pass, weird sentence, we need to look for Ball. So I guess we'll do that before we head back. Okay, yokel. Time to help me help you find your family's remnants. God. It's very precarious. It's making me nervous. Oh, wow. Perfect shot. I guess I'm better at this than I thought. But then again, considering you have to stand still when you're aiming the spears, I have all the time in the world, really. There we are. Alright. Well, that's fun. I am going to have to spend some time going back through areas I've already been through and using the spears to teleport around, see what I can find. I imagine there are lots of new and exciting heights that have opened up to me. Speaking of new and exciting heights, got a little fortress here. Oh ho! Hey there. Alright. See how far away we are from our objective. That's actually quite far away. I think I'll go back to Vagrant's Rest right now and turn in what I have. I think I'll cash out here. Now that I've unlocked a ritual stone, we can pretty much go back whenever we want, so don't have to be worried about that. Okay. Archive tablet. And give the toolkit to our friend here. We'll do that first. Hello there. See, they're building a house for you too. Everybody's gonna get a house in this little town.
My tools! Oh, Daddy sure has missed you, my little darlings. Ah, thank you so much for your help. Now, if you would kindly hand them over.
They are all yours.
I'm in your debt, and I pride myself on being a man who always pays what he owes. Perhaps a wind-powered mushroom picker to begin with. Got plenty of mouths to feed here.
I don't know how a wind-powered mushroom picker would work, but sure, free mushrooms.
Seems you find yourself in some pretty dark places, so I think a new lantern is in order. I've written up a list of components for you. It's on my workbench. Maybe take a look?
Oh, I did not expect that. Okay, sure. Listener lantern. I can also trade for medium scoria stashes now? Okay. So what does this do? Is it just a better lantern? I don't really know how to check. I guess I'll buy it, sure, why not? I suppose I could use an upgrade to the lantern, maybe make it more bright. Sounds like a pretty useful benefit. Let's see. Born in darkness, listener eyes are highly sensitive. This lantern is easy on the sight and can be quickly extinguished. Oh, look at that! It says ash lumens. I bet that's how bright the lantern is. Like actual lumens for an actual flashlight. Cool. Well, that's kind of novel. I like it. Got anything else for me to do for you? Maybe give me another lantern.
Since you did such a bang-up job on recovering my kit, fancy recovering my kin? My sister Lyra has been keeping some particularly unpleasant company these days.
What do you mean by that?
She's with the canyon folk, huddling in the dark, worshipping the likes of Cisna. But she's a sensible girl at heart. Lyra's just been led astray, that's all.
I understand. Believe me, I have seen ample evidence of that happening to people thus far on our journey.
She'd be here right now if it wasn't for that shadow-loving chief of theirs, whispering poison in her ears he is. Remove him, and Lyra will soon see the light.
Literally. Okay. I was kind of hoping that I could get away with just, like, talking to her, but I guess I'll also murder in order to get her back. It's a little uncomfortable, but I guess I'm used to it by now. Killing the enemies of the dark, to let the light in is kind of my MO now. And hey, I've got your tablet for you. I'm just completing all sorts of quests today.
The halls of Cliffa were built in the name of wisdom. I weep to witness what we have lost. Please, give me the archive tablet. It is some small comfort amongst the sorrow.
No problem.
Thank you. Let's see what Cisna can teach us. Somewhere in these gloomy words, I will find a way to cut through the dark weave.
Well, good luck to you. Couple more runes. There's a lot of relics. There are more relics than I thought there would be in this game. I don't know why, but it keeps on expanding. There's a lot of different ways to play, which is really cool. Axung hominis. I don't know what that means. You gain a chance to harvest Axung hominis from the people you kill. What? I don't know what that means. Freeing you of your worldly inhibitions, you are able to gain sustenance from the most questionable of sources. The greatest irony in existence is that life must consume itself. I guess that means I get the chance to heal from defeated enemies? Okay. And rekindle. Your health is completely restored when you are rescued by a companion. The help of a friend can grant you more than a mere second chance. No babe is born alone. What? I don't know about this one. I guess this one could save me on swigs of the gourd, but I don't really need it. It also could help me heal in combat. I might take this one, actually. I think I'm going to take this one, first of all, just to see what it does, but also because the chance to heal in combat is actually quite useful now that they're throwing enemies at me by the dozen. And I don't really need a 2% health increase anymore. I'm getting to the point where that's a pretty minor increase based on the damage enemies deal. Let's see what it does. Why not? And what else do we have? Amara's got nothing more for us right now. Sealeren, we have to go through the canyon, which we're on our way to do now anyway. And Yokel, his quest is right on the main path, so I guess we'll head there and do that next. Guess we'll stop and do Sealeren's thing on the way, though, considering it's, again, right in the critical path. Let me just organize my box real quick before we go. Carrying around a lot of stuff. I think I'll replace the runic axe once I end up using two-handers more. Again, at this point, I'm not super into the world of two-handers, but I can understand the merits of them, that's for sure. Guess I can put away my other lantern, too. And we're good.